Hello! To improve battery life on Redmi Note 14, first of all you have to go into the settings, and right here we simply can disable Wi-Fi when using mobile data. So when you're outside your home and you're not planning to use the Wi-Fi, you can simply disable it, since it, as you can see, it constantly scans for nearby networks and maybe tries to connect to networks which has remembered. Let's see. I can actually, right there in the settings we have the saved networks, and if you are nearby some saved network, your phone might actually try to connect to it and it might take a part in the battery draining. I will actually leave the Wi-Fi right now because I need it, but yeah. And the same thing applies when you are actually in home and you're using your Wi-Fi, or when you're at your friend's house or something, to simply disable the mobile networks right here, since it also like uses your battery, and sometimes when your Wi-Fi has more poor or weaker connection, your phone might actually also try to use the mobile data to actually stabilize the connection, so you can disable this option. It also drains the battery. What's next is the Bluetooth option, the Bluetooth actually, and in case we do not have any smartwatches, or we are not using earphones or headphones or anything, we can simply disable Bluetooth, and I will just do it right now, because as you could see, let me just show you, it also constantly searches for available devices, and also it broadcasts itself. When you have enabled Bluetooth, your phone will broadcast itself, and other people could actually see your Bluetooth, so you can disable this option in case you are not using it. The next thing I'm going to show you right here to turn it off is the 5G, and the 5G, let's go in here, we have to go into mobile networks, we have to select our SIM card, which provides the internet for us, and go into preferred network type. And right here we simply have to select to prefer LTE connection, and 5G is used for the high-speed Wi-Fi connections, and it's sometimes not available in different in some parts of the world, yeah, but basically it also drains the battery, since the phone tries to like simply is using the high-speed connections. Alright, and next thing I want to show you right here, to disable, we have to go into more connectivity options and go into printing, and we simply have to disable the system printing service. It also takes part with the battery draining, and as you can see, it's also searching for the printers, so we can just disable it in case you're not planning to use any printer, and in case you want actually to print something, just remember to turn on this option in the printing service. And also we can disable this Mi Home. It also, as you can see, is searching for the printers, so let's disable this option, and it also takes part in the battery consumption. The next thing I want to show you is to adjust the lock screen timeout, and we can do this by going into the lock screen options right here, and here we simply have to select the sleep right here. We have to press it, and it is recommended to actually set it to the smallest value, to the 15 seconds or the 30. It depends actually on your preferences, and in case you actually don't want your phone to be too lit for so long, you can simply select the 15 seconds or 30 seconds, but in my case I will right now leave the 10 minutes of inactivity. But yeah, it is recommended to adjust the lock screen timeout. The next thing, it is also in the lock screen right here, is the wallpaper carousel, and right here this option, I will not ever, or maybe let me just turn it on. As you turn on this option, as you have it turned on, as you every time unlock your phone, as you can see, if your phone wakes every time, it changes the wallpaper, and also here we have some text right here, some kind of news or something, and this feature, this wallpaper carousel, is actually still connected to the internet and is displaying you some different things and stuff, and actually it's not really necessary to use it, and it also takes a big part in battery draining. So let's turn off this option, press no thanks, and that's how to turn it off actually. So yeah, I recommend to turn off this wallpaper carousel. And the next thing I'm going to show you right here to disable is the unnecessary notifications. So you have to go into the notifications and status bar, go into app notifications, and here you have to take a look for all the applications which you actually don't want to receive notifications from. And for example right there, I constantly get notifications from the themes application. It is somewhere right here probably, but I cannot see it though. But yeah, I constantly get the notifications from the themes application, and I don't really need it. And if you just don't want notifications from some applications, just simply disable it, because it also like connects to your internet, and yeah, it simply, the notifications which are appearing are also taking part in the battery drainage. So yep, the next thing right there is the Google Discover screen, and it is available in the home screen right here and in this -1 screen. I currently have it disabled, but the Google Discover, let me quickly show you, it is right here, and it also connects to the internet and displays you some kind of different news depending on your interests. And it also takes part in the battery drainage, since it is constantly connecting to the network using your Wi-Fi and battery. So simply go in here, press none to disable it, and right here it is not available anymore. Alright, the next thing I want to show you is the button shortcuts. We have to go back. We have to go into the, oh no, actually we have to go into the home screen, go into system navigation, and right there we have the button shortcuts. We simply go in here, and we have 6 different button combinations for the shortcuts available. And simply, if we are not using any of these shortcuts, we can simply disable them, since they are like waiting for you every time, like they're waiting for you to make this shortcut, to press these buttons for this shortcut to actually work, to execute this. And if you're not using it, you can disable it, because yeah, it is constantly waiting for you to execute this shortcut, and it's also taking the RAM memory, since it is always in the RAM memory saved, like this command or something like this. So let me just show you. For example, I'm not using this long press to menu button to show the menu, so you select none, and any of these shortcuts which you are not using, it is recommended to actually turn them off. Alright, next thing I want to show you is the dark mode. So we have to go back, all the way back, go into display and brightness right here, and simply select the dark mode. And as we have this one enabled, as you can see, it basically changes all of the white contents to the dark color. And basically, since this phone does have OLED display screen, the black color is actually not displayed, it's just black. So when you will be in the dark place, in the dark room, you could see that your phone is not actually displaying this dark color, it's basically just turned off display. And it really helps with improving your battery life right here. So it is recommended to use this dark mode. And you can also manually select the brightness, and in case you are in this also in the very dark places, you can just set this darkness to the very low, and as you can see, it's really dark. And this one also will it will really help with the improving battery life. And yeah, only in cases when you really need this, you can increase this screen brightness, but in case you don't need it, you can darken this screen brightness. But yeah, basically it is recommended also to manually adjust your screen brightness. You have to scroll down in this display and brightness options, and right here we have the refresh rate. You simply press it, and as default we have enabled the 120 refresh rate. And to actually save your battery, we have to press custom and select the 60 Hz refresh rate. And also it actually takes a big part in the battery draining, since the screen is actually refreshing twice as fast as usual, as you can see. So you can select this 60 Hz refresh rate, and it will help with the battery saving. Alright, next we can turn off the vibrations. So let's go into the sound and vibration, and here we have to scroll down, and simply we can turn off the vibrate on tab right here. We can also disable the vibrate on calls if you want, and vibrate in silent mode. And it also helps you to save the battery, since the little motor that is inside your phone, which is for the vibrations, basically will not actually work. So yeah, it also helps with the battery saving. And also we can right here disable the system sounds, and we have to go into the sound effects, I believe. No, we actually have to go into the additional settings, and all the way down we have system sounds, and we can simply disable all of them. They are really not necessary. And also when you're doing anything on your phone, the system sounds are constantly playing and using your speakers, and yeah, it is really not that necessary to use it. And you can disable it if you really care about improving your battery life. The next thing right here, we have this will be the last things that I will show you, the user experience program. And we have to go actually into the settings, scroll down, and we have to go into the fingerprints, face data, and screen lock. Scroll down again and go into privacy. And right here there's the option enroll in user experience program. And as you can see, it allows the Xiaomi to collect and analyze user data to improve some products and services. And basically it also uses your internet connection, and it might use it a lot, and it also uses your battery. So simply leave this option turned off. In my case it was turned off, but in some cases it might be actually turned on, it might be enabled, so be sure to turn it off. And the next thing is the user experience program. No, not the experience, the usage and diagnostics, and it is right here. We have to go in here, and it also provides some information about the device to the Xiaomi, and it also uses your battery, your internet connection. So also make sure to turn this off. In my case it is turned off, but it might be in some cases enabled, so be sure to turn off this option. Next thing I can show you is to uninstall all the bloatware available on your phone. And basically we have to go into the apps right here and go into manage apps, and here are available all the applications that we have installed on our phone. I previously deleted all the applications which I were not using, and I also recommend it to you to delete all the applications which you are not using, because this phone, as you buy it, it comes with some pre-installed applications like Netflix, Facebook, TikTok, some kind of different games and stuff. And as you are not using it, you can simply disable it, uninstall it. And these applications might also connect to the internet sometimes and use your internet connection and CPU, yeah. So uninstall all the bloatware, and right here, we have to actually go back to the manage apps, and here is the background auto start. And let's go here, and as you can see, here are actually 6 applications by default probably available to auto start in the background, and it also uses your CPU, it might use your internet connection, and the most important, it uses your battery. And I don't see any reasons to actually have the auto start in the background for the Facebook, for the WhatsApp application, the wallpaper carousel. If you have this option disabled, you can disable also this auto background start. The notes, the Google Wallet, where I might actually leave this one since I'm using the wallet I'm used to pay with the phone. And maybe clock, we can also leave it right here, but it is actually recommended to turn off all of them if you are not using any of these applications. And actually it is better when they are not running in the background. Yep. And there is also the next thing I want to show you right here to turn off is the Google scanning. You have to go back, all the way back, scroll down all the way down, and right here we have to go into the location. Oh no, actually my bad. We have to go into Google, and we have to go into the all services, and right here, somewhere here, there is the right here in the devices. We have the devices, we have to go in here, and as you can see, there is this option to scan for nearby devices, and we simply can disable this option since it also uses your internet connection and the battery. So yeah, let's go back again, and the next thing I want to show you is the location. So if you are not using your maps, for example, if you don't need the location services, you can simply turn them off. You can disable them as they are not needed, and only in case when you use them, when you need them, you can turn them back on. And the last thing I want to show you is the Bluetooth and Wi-Fi scanning, and it is in this location application, in this location right here. And we go into the location services, and here are Wi-Fi scanning and Bluetooth scanning. And as you can see, It allows applications and services to scan for Wi-Fi or the Bluetooth at any time, even when the Wi-Fi or Bluetooth are off, as you can see. So it is recommended also to disable these options, since they might actually not be really necessary to use, and they are constantly scanning for Bluetooth or Wi-Fi connections, and yeah, it also takes a big part in the battery drainage. So simply disable them, and I think that's all the tips I can give you about the battery improvement, how about the battery saving for the Redmi Note 14. Thank you for watching.